Hello and welcome to this tutorial. Now comes the most exciting part. In this article, we will display images with Pygame. So one of the most important things that you need to move further is of course images. To download free icons, we can use Flaticon. Flaticon offers a wide catalog of free icons. When you perform a search, there will be a few options shown on your top left corner of the screen, where you can filter by free for the content free of charge or by premium for icons available only to premium users. Displaying background image. To download images, we can use Freepik. Freepik offers a wide catalog of free resources where you can find by filtering free from the filter options on the site. This content is completely free of charge. Now to display images with Pygame, we need to import our image to our Python program by using Pygame. And it is very simple. Just like we did earlier by using image module, the function that we are going to use is load. Load takes two arguments. If you are passing a file object, else you need to enter only one argument, that is the file name. Syntax is on your screen right now. While we want to display our images with Pygame, Pygame will automatically determine the image type, example GIF or bitmap or JPEG or PNG, and create a new surface object from that data. In some cases, it will need to know the file extension. Example, GIF images should end with .gif. If you pass a raw file like object, you may also want to pass the original file name as the name hint argument. To load the background image, we will use the following code. Background equals pygame.image.load, and in the parentheses we will write the name of the image that we want to load. Now after we have loaded our image inside our background variable, we need to place it on our game window. To do so, we need to use a function called blit. It is the function of our window or screen, and it is used to draw one surface onto another. Blit takes four arguments that are the following: blit and the source, destination, area, and special flag. The draw can be positioned with the destination argument, dest argument. The dest argument can either be a pair of coordinates representing the position of the upper left corner of the blit, or a rect, where the upper left corner of the rectangle will be used as the position for the blit. The size of the destination rectangle does not affect the blit. An optional area of rectangle and a special flag can be passed as well. This represents a smaller portion of the source surface to draw. So now we will write the code inside our game loop, which is the while loop. We need to put this code in the beginning of the loop as it is our background image. Nothing should come before it. The code that we will use is screen.blit background, and in parentheses 0, 0. 0, 0 is the tuple of the coordinate from where the background image should start. After writing this code, your whole code must be looking like this. Now let's try to run it. As you can see, our image is showing up on our window. Now we will be adding images in our game. It is as simple as adding our background images, or should I say, it is absolutely the same way. But what we need to specify is the coordinate of our images. The first thing we need to do is load our image, and then we need to do screen.blit. It is as simple as that. But what we need to take care of is the coordinate of our image. We need to specify the coordinate of our image, that where we want to set it in Cartesian coordinate system. And we need to put that in the part of our code after adding the background image inside the loop so that it does not get hidden behind the background image. As Pygame is specifically used to create two-dimensional image, it has only two coordinates. There are X and Y. So let's say we want our image to change its place. So we will define its coordinate in X and Y variables. Like if we want the image of our player, we will specify its X and Y coordinate. Let's say X coordinate in player X variable and Y coordinate in player Y variable. Now if I want to change the position of the player image, then I can simply make changes in my player X and player Y variable. If we want the player should change its position horizontally, then we can easily do it by changing the X coordinate that is inside the player X variable. And just like that, if we want the player should change its position vertically, we can easily do it by changing the Y coordinate that is inside the player Y variable. So now let's consider the following code. Player X equals 100 and player Y equals 150. Now let's load image to our Python file. Player equals pygame.image player.jpg. Here JPG is the file extension for our image. Now let's do screen.blit inside our while loop. Screen.blit and in parentheses player, comma, and in another parentheses we will specify the coordinate that are player X and player Y. So we will write player X, comma, player Y. Remember that we need to write screen.blit code inside our game loop after the for loop, but before the display.update, pygame.display.update. After doing that, your whole code should be looking like this. Now let's run this. It's working. For any further queries, you can drop it in the comment section. Until then, enjoy learning.